This video shows Spotfire in use for profit and sales analysis for our Superstore sales data. I've prepared a dashboard containing a number of visualizations that are helpful in this regard. There's a bar chart showing the sum of profit and sales for each of the order priorities, a line chart showing the monthly sales and profit, a table showing the sum of sales and profit for each order priority, and the selection of scatter plots that show sales plotted versus profit for order priority in a number of forms. There's an aggregate scatter plot that shows the sum of sales versus the sum of profit for each of the order priorities. There's a detailed scatter plot that shows a point for each record in the database. And then there is a selection of scatter plots that are trellised according to order priority, so that each rectangle, each individual scatter plot, is for a particular order priority. So let's see how to build this using Spotfire. The first thing we do is create a new page. Now, Spotfire offers two methods of adding visualizations to a dashboard. A page is inherently a dashboard. We can use the icons in the toolbar, or we can use the recommendation engine. Let's start with just using the toolbar and asking Spotfire to drop in some visualizations. First is a bar chart, then a line chart, and then a scatter plot. Now the scatter plot is actually quite nice. It has sales plotted on the horizontal axis and profit plotted on the vertical axis. There's a data point for each of the records in the database. There's 8,399 of these, as Spotfire shows us in the status bar at the bottom right. And the data points are colored for the order priority of the record. Blue is critical, green is high, red is low, yellow is medium, and purple is not specified. Notice as I select the order priorities in the legend, Spotfire highlights the corresponding elements in the other visualizations. That's a feature that Spotfire provides for free, out of the box, no extra work required. The line chart plots the monthly sum of sales versus the month of the order date. Even though order date was not selected in the data panel, it's a reasonable choice. It's the only time dimension field in the data panel. However, there is no monthly profit in this chart, which we would like to add. Now, the bar chart has a bar for each of the order priorities. However, the height of the bar is proportional to the row count. It is not the sum of profit, nor is it the sum of sales. And we would like a bar chart for both of them. A bar chart that has both in it. So let's go about adjusting this to suit our needs. First off, we're happy with this scatter plot. We're happy with the line chart, although we would like to add, we'd also like to show profit. So we'll select profit in the data panel, and notice that only profit is selected, and then we'll drag profit and add it to the line chart. And we see that Spotfire obligingly plots profit as well as sales for each month. The bar chart, we're not happy with that, so let's just get rid of it, and we'll ask Spotfire to recommend visualizations for us. Now we will select profit and sales and order priority and invoke the recommendation engine through the light bulb icon in the toolbar, and we see the recommended visualizations window that is completely empty. It's a bit disconcerting that none of the fields that are active in the data panel are active here, but it's a simple matter to select them and activate them, and as we do, Spotfire shows us recommended visualizations for each of them. Now we see that we have this scatter plot, which is similar to the one we have in the table already. We have the aggregate scatter plot, which we do not at this point have, so we'll select this. There is a double bar chart with a bar each for sales and profit for order priority, so we'll add one of those. And there is a table, so we'll add one of those. And we'll close this to see where we stand. Okay, so we have the bar chart, we have the line graph, we have the table, and we have 2 of our 3 scatter plots. So let's get a trellised scatter plot. Now we'll start by asking Spotfire to create just a normal scatter plot for us, and then we will take advantage of its ability to trellis it by specifying that we will use order priority for the trellis paneling, and we have it there. Now we have our visualizations in place, and we need to organize them into the structure for our desired dashboard. And Spotfire's layout manager is fairly rudimentary, but it'll do the job. So first off, let's just stack the different visualizations so we can get them where we want them to be. And in the top row, we want the bar chart, and then we want the line graph, and we want the table. Below that, we want the aggregate scatter plot. Then we want the detailed scatter plot, and to the right of them, we want the trellised scatter plot. And let's do this. We switch those around. That's not what we want. We'll add this over here. Okay, so we have these 3 layered. We want the trellised scatter plot over here, and we want the aggregate scatter plot to sit on top of the detailed scatter plot. We'll resize everything up to here. We'll make the line chart wider, a little wider yet. The table is shrunk so we don't see the numbers. Now we see the numbers. And increase the height of the detailed scatter plot. Undo that. Grabbing the appropriate thing can sometimes be a little bit of a... Okay, and there we have our structural dashboard. In a subsequent video, we'll demonstrate how to clean it up, make it a little more visually appealing and a little less cluttered, so that we'll have this presentation dashboard.